Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of the SamDjanShow. Today we're talking about who will cameo in the Flash movie, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of the SamDjanShow. Today I'm looking through, characters that could cameo in the Flash movie. Now we know Ben Affleck's in this movie. It's not really a cameo. I think Gal Gadot's in it. I think Henry Cavill's in it. There's rumors that they may be cut. I don't think they are, but these are 30 characters that I think could show up in the Flash movie. I'm not gonna list all of them because we'll be here all day, so I'm gonna hold on. But yeah, before I just don't like subscribe and click the notification bell because I'll go. So yeah, let's start with Jackson Boswick's Shazam. He was in the 1970s Shazam TV show. I think there's a chance he could show up. The person who played Captain Marvel showed up in Billy Batson showed up in Shazam Through the Gods. I think it would be nice. There were two actors who played him on the TV show. One of them retired, one of them isn't. So I think it would be nice to have one of them show up. Let's go to Doom Patrol. I think the Doom Patrol actors might show up. We have to wait and see. I think there's a chance they will show up. Because lots of people like the TV show. It's a really good TV show, and yeah. So now about the Stargirl characters. I think Stargirl. I think the JSA. I think they will show up in this movie. We have Titans, which I'm not a huge fan of Titans. I wouldn't mind if either one of these show up, but the TV show is ending. This and Doom Patrol, both of them are ending this year, so it would be nice to see them show up in a movie. We have to wait and see. Michelle Pfeiffer's Cavill. I want her to show up. We found out in Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Arrowverse one, that she was married to Michael Keaton's Batman. There were rumors she'll show up in this, but I don't know if she'll show up in this movie. She was supposed to be in Batgirl before they canceled, which I would want to see. I would want to see her show up with Michael Keaton's Batman, help him. Like I would like to see it, but I don't know if it will happen. But it will surprise me if they do it. There's a Brandon Routh Superman, which I want to see him this suit, not the Superman Return suit. Which he came back in Crisis. I don't know. He could come back. I think it's easy. He was in DC Legends of Tomorrow. He played the Adam, and I wouldn't want to see him Superman. I wanted to wear the Kennedy comes because I loved it way more than the Superman Return suit. The Superman Return suit was so bad. There's a Black Knight. I like Black Knight. He's one of the best castings. I think probably one of the best shows in Arrow. But, it's not really set in the Arrowverse, but yeah. I could see him show up. I could see K-Lot show up as White Canary. Joaquin Phoenix Joker could show up. It's kind of a bit of a stretch, but because he's getting a sequel next year, so he might show up. We don't know. Swamp Thing. I want the actor to come back as Swamp Thing because this is one of the best shows DC did, and they cancelled it after one episode. And I was so pissed when they cancelled it. But yeah, I could see him show up. I wouldn't even mind they get him in the DC universe because we know we're getting a DC universe Swamp Thing. I wouldn't mind they keep the actor. So yeah. Next we got Josh Brolin's Jonah Hex, and as bad as the movie is, I don't think Josh Brolin was a bad Jonah Hex. I would want to see him return. Next we got Brooke Basinger's Stargirl, which I think is more likely. So yeah, we just saw her in Titans, so the latest episode of Titans. So yeah. Next we got Watchmen. This is Zack Snyder's Watchmen, not the one from the TV show. And I think they could probably show maybe through Archer, maybe not the actor show, maybe footage from the movie can show up. Next we got Keanu Reeves Constantine. I think this one's more likely because we just heard news that we are getting Constantine sequel with Akifa Goldsmith writing the script and J.D. Abrams producing, and Keanu Reeves want to come. He always said he wants to come back, which it wouldn't surprise me if he's in the Flash. Let's go Rob Pattinson Batman. I think this one's a bit of a stretch because I don't think Matt Reeves wants it. But I mean, if Warner Brothers want it, I think they can easily get Robert Pattinson in the movie. They could just use footage. They don't have to actually have him on set. They could just play footage from the Batman. And next one, George Clooney. Now, there were rumors going around that George Clooney would show up in this movie. James Gunn debunked it, but I mean, they could get footage of him where maybe she shot something. I don't know, but if he does, then I don't want him to wear the Bat nipple suit. They have to change that suit. Like Christian Bale's Batman is a bit of a stretch because, I don't know, if Christian Bale will want to come back. He said he wanted to come back, but I don't know if he'll wear the suit. I don't know. He said he'll come back with Christopher Nolan, but obviously Christopher Nolan is not Warner Brothers, but. I mean, maybe they could use footage of it. I doubt it would. I don't think the tone will. Maybe they could use Cameo. They could just show footage from either three of the movies, but I would want him to come back. Let's go Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. Now, I didn't have a problem with his Green Lantern. I thought he was good. Just the movie he was in was bad. They could get footage from Green Lantern, or if not, change the bring him. If they have to change him and put him in a practical suit, I don't want him in the CGI suit because the CGI suit was so bad. Let's go Dean Cain's Superman. Dean Cain's Superman is a bit of a stretch because he hasn't played the character since I think 1997, and I wouldn't want him to come back. There's like a cameo. Maybe they get footage from Lois and Clark. I wouldn't want him to. It'll be shocked if he comes back. I've got Tyler Hutchinson. This one is more likely. I think they could just get footage from Superman Lois and just add it there in one of the Speed Force scenes. I would want Michael Rosenbaum to come back as Lex. I wouldn't even mind him be the DC Universe. I'm joking. He's that good. He's a really good Lex Luthor, and I wouldn't mind seeing Tom Welling's Clark Kent show up as well. He did show up in Crisis, and I would want Melissa Benoist Supergirl. She's the only one of the main three who hasn't appeared in the season 9 of The Flash. Stephen Amell showed up. I wouldn't want her to show up. Maybe in the Flash. I really want her to show up in some way. Now got Stephen Amell's Green Arrow. He could show up through footage. I want John Wesley Shipp to show. He has to show up physically. I don't want any cameos from the TV show. Like he was in the '90s show. He was in the Flash TV show. He died in Crisis. I would want him to come back. And yeah, so I want him to meet Grant Gustin's Flash. I want to see Ezra Miller's Flash in the movie. I've got Helen Slater Supergirl. I think she could show up. They could get footage from Supergirl. I don't know if Helen Slater will show up. Grant Gustin. I think Grant Gustin. This is the cameo everyone wants, but Grant Gustin recently came out and said he's not in the movie. Which he could be lying. They said it with Andrew Garfield said it with No Way Home, and then he was in the movie. But I mean, after Ezra Miller showed up on the Crisis on Infinite Earths, it makes sense for Grant Gustin to show up in a movie. Which I think he might have filmed something. If not, they can get footage from the two. I would want him to show physically. I want him to meet what John Wesley Shipp's Flash, and I want him to meet Ezra Miller's Flash. Could probably help him out. There's got Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. I expect them to just use footage from the TV show. I don't think they actually get Linda Carter to show up. Same as George Reeves' Superman. I think they'll get footage from him. And Christopher Reeve. They said it'll be CGI Christopher Reeve. We saw a glimpse of it in the Speed Force, which I think it was just footage, unused footage from Superman, the movies. And there's Adam West Batman, which just has to be footage too, because Christopher Reeve and George Reeves and Adam West died. So that's pretty much it. That's who I think will cameo in the Flash movie. So do you have any other cameos? Put in the link in the comments, guys. Thank you much for my videos. My next thing, bye.